Perfect.
That was a very chaotic recap. I like it.
It was perfect.
Thank you. I've written nothing down.
That's pretty good.
Especially if you consider that it was literally a month ago.
Was it?
Yeah.
22nd.
Goddamn.
All right. So, after your guys' fight with the scarecrows, you are continuing on down the road. At which point, you see a clearing within the woods here, and within the clearing sits a small hill. Around the hill, at the base of this hill, are multiple buildings, and then at the top of the hill, it looks like a large tent with various wagons and horses. You believe this to be, excuse me, there it is. The encampment that you were looking for. At the time that you guys are approaching the hill, Rua and Feb, you guys went and did your stuff, and you are just now walking down along the path to where you had last seen your friends, and you are right around the graveyard area.
Huh. Guess we just follow the path forward. Feb, hop ones if you understand.
Feb is dancing.
Is he still a
That
frog?
is a yes.
Yes. In a top hat.
Yeah, I don't think you guys saw the top hat previously.
Where'd the fuck top hat from?
Don't worry about it. Also,
ask
probably a coat if I
questions.
could steal one. I mean, borrow indefinitely.
I'd say at the same point you had somehow thrifted this top hat, you got a fancy, or what was once a fancy coat, now a little bit ragged, little frayed, but does the job.
Perfect. It's my disguise.
You're a frog.
Very disguiseful.
Look, Feb is disguised.
You're a frog. The frog itself is a disguise.
Yeah, but he's disguising the fact that he's a giant frog.
That's not possible.
He's not very good at what he does.
Sure, that's how that works, but
Theb and Rua, right after you guys passed the cemetery area where you last saw your friends, assuming that they continued down the road because that's where you guys were supposed to go, you guys head that direction and you see a kind of a flicker of light within the trees. Off to your left, probably about 20 to 30 feet off of the road.
I must send my snake over to see what the hell that was.
Snake glides through the tall grass. Now, remind me, with your snake, can you just see, or do you hear, smell, feel as well, or does it just report back to you?
I think.
Which,
if you focus in on your familiar, you have all of its senses.
Okay,
oh,
yeah.
Here we go. Up to 100 feet.
Okay. Are you focusing in, trying to get all of its senses?
Yes.
And are you attempting to continue to walk while doing so?
I'll just hear and see.
No.
Okay. As it approaches, it hears a soft patting of feet on the ground and a couple little mews. And right when it kind of breaks the final grass line, it sees a campfire that is set up, and there is a little old woman sitting down. She has a pack. It's it has straps on it like it's a backpack, but it looks almost more like a box made of twigs that she's using to lug stuff back and forth. She also has a... Oh. Perfect. Where did I put this? She looks to be in like her probably early 50s, so like older, but not old enough that she can't like hang. A calico cat is rubbing up against her legs, and there is an orange tabby that is posted up fishing in the warmth of the campfire.
Wait, the cat is fishing?
It's cat fishing. Like it's got its little fishing pole up in the air as it cleans itself.
What? The cat is literally fishing? I
No,
thought it was
the
like
cat is
pawing at
bait.
the river.
No, sorry.
So confused.
The cat is sitting in the warmth of the fire, giving itself a bath.
Oh, okay.
With its little leg in the air like it's a fishing pole.
I gotcha.
Oh.
Oh, that's why I'm like, wait, a cat's actually
It's catfishing.
I get it. All right.
Yeah.
If that's the case, say no, my problem. Bringing the snake back and then continue walking.
All right. Right. And are you having the snake turn around and come back to you, or are you kind of like just poofing it out of existence?
No, it's sliding back.
All right. It turns around and starts looping its way back through the grass, and you hear a voice. Well, generally people say hello, but that is okay, young one. If you're hungry, I have some soup. If not, careful on your travels.
Thank you. I say as a person.
As opposed to what? Like a creature?
Is she your snake? I'm confused.
I have no idea. Yes? I don't know if she could hear me and she can't. I don't really mind,
I don't think
care.
your
This
snake
place
can
is
talk.
weird. Bringing the snake back. The
That
snake
is
can't talk.
appreciative that you thanked him.
Yeah, damn it, that's right, ain't it?
All right. Excellent. So you guys just keep going. And then Kane, Quaint, Rothon. Just to kind of redo, but a little bit better. So the woods part to reveal an expansive clearing, a small grass-covered hill with low houses built into its sides. Fog is obscuring the details, but you can see that these buildings feature elegantly carved woodwork and have decorative lanterns hanging from their sculpted eaves. Atop the hill, above the fog, is a ring of barrel-topped wagons that surround a large tent with a column of smoke pouring out through a hole in the top. The tent appears like it's brightly lit from within, emanating a bit of a glow. And even at this distance, you can smell the odors of wine and horses that emanate from this central area.
This is the People's Village thing, right?
The Vistani encampment,
Vistani.
yes.
So we're here to deliver a toy. Quaint has a toy.
Quaint does have a toy.
The toy or your toy?
Both toys.
Okay. So we're looking for... Wait, do I have this in my notes?
Old lady.
I thought the old lady wanted us to bring a toy here. Is she here?
She is not here.
Great
so.
grand niece Arabelle.
Yes.
Yeah, I didn't have that in my notes.
It was you guys were tasked with getting the toy for Arabelle's 10th birthday.
Okay, so we start ask around looking for Arabelle.
All right. As you look around for somebody to inquire about Arabelle, you realize that most of the doors to the buildings that are around the base of this hill are closed. You do hear some voices that seem to carry in the wind that are coming from the tent on top of the hill.
I guess we head that way.
There's no, sorry, yeah, there's no people like just wandering or milling about at all. It looks pretty quiet in this area.
Today supposed to be her birthday, or are we a day early?
It would be tonight.
Oh, okay. We'll head that way. Maybe they're prepping for the birthday. Let's go, Quaint. And Rothon's with us too?
Yes,
Mm-hmm.
I believe so. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, let's go.
Okay.
Right. The horses kind of nicker, whinny a little bit, pawing the ground as you ascend this little hill. Coming up to the tent, it looks like it's a very large tent. So based kind of on the setup around here, it looks more of a communal tent versus like any singular person's home. As you guys duck inside the tent to kind of find someone where you can inquire, you hear the sound of splintering wood and shattering ceramic. Blinking through the haze of smoke that fills the interior, you see the 3 sputtering campfires burning low with embers. There's a total of 6 people in here, sitting around the hearths, watching the source of the commotion with solemn, sympathetic looks. A shirtless young man kneels on the dead grass by the center of the tent, the center pole of the tent. His eyes downcast and his face is pale. Behind him, a broken wood crate sits amidst a pile of broken pottery shards, several of which are still wobbling from the force of impact. A dozen feet from the kneeling youth stands an older, larger man wearing studded leather armor, and he has a thick, well-trimmed beard. His eyes are bloodshot, and his right hand is trembling. He appears to be leaning his weight against a makeshift wooden crutch for support. Looking down, you see that his lower right leg is wrapped in blood-stained bandages. "You were supposed to keep her safe!" the larger man bellows hoarsely. He whirls, his hand grabbing blindly as if for something else to throw. Sweat beads on his forehead, and he chokes back a sob of rage. My little girl! And now... He wavers unsteadily and stumbles. And in a blink, a third man, also clad in studded leather and wearing fine-trimmed goatee, steps out from his shadow and catches the larger man on the shoulder before he falls. "Easy, brother," the third man murmurs. "You've lost a lot of blood." He glances up and catches the sight of the 3 of you, his brow tightening imperceptibly. "And it would appear that we got a bit of company." The man on the crutch kind of takes in a few shuddering breaths and looks up at you, and you guys realize that every single eye within this tent is just staring straight at you, and the silence could be broken by a pin drop as they wait.
Uh. Hi.
Hello there. We're looking for a I forgot her name. Someone's birthday? Arabelle?
The man that was leaning on the crutch goes to jump up and almost charge towards you guys, but that third man grabs him onto the shoulder and brings him back down.
Madam Davis and us.
At Rothon's words, the man on the crutch freezes and stares at you. Have you seen my little girl?
Oh, we're here to deliver a toy for her.
Were we supposed to see her? Are we late?
Who's your little girl? I'm assuming Arabelle, but I don't want to assume.
Arathon. What do you connect the dots?
Hey, could have been any one of them.
Yes, Arabella. She's gone missing. Someone was supposed to be watching her. He turns and glares at the younger man kneeling on the ground. Takes a few breaths. Apologies, this situation is fresh and anyways, my name is Luvash. I am Ava's nephew. Auntie sent you here for Arabella?
Yeah, she's missing. I can fly around and see if I can find her.
Where'd she go missing? Straight from the camp or nearby?
Well, it's been a few days at this point now, unfortunately. Sorry, you let me back this up a little bit. It's been about 4 days. I was tasked to go mediate a dispute between two of the families here, and I'd rather my little girl not witness those. They can get a little hostile. So I had asked my nephew, Alexei here, and he glares at the man kneeling on the ground, if he could watch her. He agreed. Apparently, he decided that watching her was less important than was drinking the wine that he happened to swipe from someone's cart. He drank a little too much, from what we understand. And when he woke up, my girl was gone. He kind of stares at the young man kneeling down. Whoop. Where's the poop?
Oh, geez.
Different
Don't
poop.
ignore the boop. It's fine.
Not,
It's just
yeah.
terrible puns.
Sorry, I was thinking it was a Roll20 boop.
An important boop. Yeah.
Fair enough. The young man kneeling on the ground, Alexei. Uncle, I told you I'm sorry. It was a mistake. I don't know what I was thinking. I never meant for this to happen. I just. And he looks towards you guys, like this really pleading look on his face, and you can tell he seems very torn up and unsure of everything that's going on, almost as if there's a part of denial. Yan, he gave me the wine. I didn't steal it, Uncle. He gave the wine to me. We sat down, we were drinking, and then when I woke up, he was gone. Luvash at that point. Yan was a longtime member of this encampment. I have no reason to think that he would cause my little girl harm, but I can't deny the fact that he has also been missing for 4 days. We've been searching more than a dozen Vistani have helped the Dusk Elf scouts from the hovels below the hill. I had to come back today. My right leg was caught in a wolf trap, as you can see, and he gestures down towards the bloody bandages. I can't walk. I just be a hazard to everyone else, and it's not great when you can't help find your own daughter. The third man, who has yet to speak, stands up. My name is Savid. I just came bearing news to Luvash. But if you guys are interested in helping look for Arabella, it's probably best you hear this too. As he stands up, he kind of comes out of the shadows a little bit and the light hits him, and you realize that he's not what you guys recognize a Vistani to be, but he is a dusk elf. He has pointed ears. His skin is like a tawny, darker purplish color. I had just been with the search party, and I had discovered Yan. Well, Yan's body, Sand's head, lying in bloody grass near the Luna River. It looked like there were signs of a fight around them, and there was no sign of Arabella. The only thing that we found was some sort of weird ring that nobody seems to remember Yan wearing. We don't exactly know. It has some sort of symbol on it. We don't know what it is, but we sent it to Casimir, or Luvash gave it to Casimir right before we came here to meet and talk about everything. If you wouldn't mind, friend, flying around and taking a look and just seeing maybe they got separated and she didn't know her way back and is hiding in a clearing or something, we'd be really thankful.
Sorry, I was sneezing a lot. Sure, no problem. Are we currently in the tent or are we outside of the tent?
Currently inside of the tent.
Well, before I take off, I'm going to go outside of the tent.
Smart. Very smart.
Yeah, maybe just a little bit.
Owl ate her Wheaties this morning. Okay.
I'm just gonna fly around for a bit.
Okay. Yeah. While Quint is out flippity flapping around, is there anything anybody else wants to do?
So why would your daughter go missing? Like,
That
is this the only child that's gone missing?
Yes. Yes. There aren't very many children within our encampment. In fact, Arabella is one of two. The other, as you can understand, his mother is not letting him near anybody else nor out of her sight until we figure out what exactly is going on.
Has there been any unusual threats towards your encampment at all? I mean, more than obviously the unusual that happens around here, but anything even stranger than that?
No, nothing. In fact, it's been as peaceful as I think it ever has been, other than, the typical encampment disputes.
No.
Whose belongings belong to who gets more land here, traded for something and now want a different price, sort of just ridiculous. But understandable issues.
Was there anyone that was recently particularly upset about a certain dispute that got settled? More particularly upset with you mediating it? Or someone that
Stops
might
and
be upset?
pauses for a moment. Like, he's really he looks like he's really considering it, trying to go back and figure out. I don't. No, none that I can think of.
Anyone that might just be upset with you in general for some other reason, or even Madame Ava that you would know about that might be around here or in the general vicinity or anything like that?
Oh. No, can't
Where's
can't say.
Arabella's
Yeah.
mother?
She passed probably about, actually, just about 10 years ago now. It was a rough childbirth, and she only got 2 weeks with our little girl.
Has anything like this ever happened before, where a child's gone missing under strange circumstances?
Children have gone missing around here, more out in Valakai, the city itself, but none from our encampment. We stay pretty close knit, though. It takes a
Oh.
village, right? Um, are any of you familiar with magic or anything of the like? Arcane.
Just kind of look over at Kane.
What?
Talking about magic stuff.
Don't really have a whole lot of magic stuff.
I mean,
I
no.
did just kind of get my ass kicked by some scarecrows.
Yeah, but I mean,
I'm bleeding.
you're about as. How jacked up are you?
I'm hurt.
Like, how hurt?
About a half my ability. Half my health.
I don't know what your health is.
I'm
So.
bleeding pretty good.
Okay, never mind.
But
we can-
sorry, what did you need from me? I'm sorry, I zoned out. I was reading a text message from work.
They're talking about magic stuff, and without Rua, you and Rua are about the closest we got to mages, pretty much.
But what about magic stuff?
They're asking for familiar.
Yeah, I mean, I know magic. Yes, studied it. Had a knack for it.
If you guys are of a mind, I would really appreciate your help, and we perhaps can help each other a little bit here. I sent the ring down to Casimir. He's one of the men who lives down in the homes at the base of the hill. He's probably our most learned neighbor. But if you wouldn't mind helping him, he didn't seem to recognize the sigil on the ring. He brought it back with him to his home to look through some books and see if he can figure it out. But if you don't mind taking a look,
Sure.
and if you guys are able to return with some like actionable information, Arabella's whereabouts, hell, even Arabella herself, I am happy to give you a reward for your help.
We can try and look into it.
Sure. We'll head that way. Hopefully, our rest of our party shows up at some point. Crazy ass frog.
He kind of like is opening his mouth to get ready to talk and coughs and tries to cover it up, like, you know, it was a natural cough, not a choke of what the fuck is going on. Okay, so there's you two plus the little bird.
Mhm.
We should expect a frog, like a little
He could be in. Okay.
little hopper.
We got two other people. One is a dark-skinned, horns, lady in a robe. Her name's Rua. And then we also have a kind of a dirty, long-haired, nature-y person. But as of right now, he's kind of a frog by choice.
He can
Large
transform into
frog.
animals.
Okay. Forest magic. Got it.
Yeah.
I guess. He's a hippie. I don't know.
Yeah, one of those, you know,
Sorry, Druid Braid.
peace and love kind of types.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You'd think he'd be more peace, but he's kind of, loud with his transformations and kind of
You know,
obnoxious about it.
peace can be many things. Peace ain't always quiet.
It should be. But yeah, if they come by, you can just direct them towards this guy's place. We'll head that way.
All right.
I don't know if they will be.
Dark
but
skinned woman, robes,
Blue.
horns,
Yes.
blue.
Yep.
Okay. And a dirty man.
Yep. Or
a
frog.
frog.
Or badger. He likes to be a badger
Basically, blue skinned woman with robes and horns and one companion with her.
Yes.
Yes.
Be it human or
Got it.
large animal. Larger than average animal.
Okay.
Yep.
And he kind of looks around. Then he looks over towards Savid. Savid, you might have been onto something. Maybe I lost a little bit more blood than I thought. Why don't we go take a seat? He starts kind of wobbling a little bit and sits down. Yeah, just if y'all just go down the hill, just go straight out the door. It'll be move clockwise, your second house. You'll see it. Just let Casimir know that I sent you. And also ask him, he should have a potion or two that might help you out as well.
Ooh. Do you have the supplies you need to take care of that? And I'll point at his leg.
Yeah, we got it here.
Okay.
We try to not use too much magic if we can help it. So we'll get the bleeding to stop and then
I have a
wrap the
healer's
rest.
kit if you needed it. No, I got stuff needed.
Ah,
but if you got
we're
it,
good.
we're good.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Let's go, Rothon.
Yep.
During this conversation, Quaint, you are flying around. Are you just kind of like going around the general area? Are you doing like intricate circles, back and forth? Are you just super chaos, zoom, like a little bumblebee?
Picture like Top Gun.
Hi, Kishmo. I am starting from where they said that they saw the kid last.
Mhm.
Flying outwards from there.
Okay.
In a circle.
Yeah. You get a pretty good view. I mean, pretty good. You get like an exact view of exactly how this is all set up.
That I get a bird's eye view.
Oh.
I need to go.
Oh wait, you're not a bird though, right?
Oh. Boom.
Not an owl.
Let me save this. Do. So you start where you see kind of like, let's see. As you walked out, Alexi kind of followed with you a little bit and was kind of giving you a brief description on like, okay, this is where we were. Points out to you, kind of off towards the left a little bit, lets you know that you're looking for like a very large oak tree. It's slightly larger than the other trees around it, so it should be easier to find. It's kind of like a favorite spot of Arabelle's to go play because there is a patch of wildflowers that grows around the base of the tree. So with the information that he gives you, you set off and you find the tree really easily. Are you just kind of keeping to your bird's eye view? Are you trying to go down and take any other looks?
Oh, baby. If I see something, I will go down and investigate it.
Okay.
But if
Only
I
if something
don't,
catches your eye.
yeah, I don't. If I don't, it's not something that, like, I should go investigate, like, super, super, super in detail, because it's
Okay.
gonna mess up my search. Yeah.
Yeah. So you flutter and flip around. Flip around? Flap around. Flap around is the word I was looking for. But you can do flips too if you want, really. Who don't let me stop you. And at first, you don't really see anything of note. You definitely find the oak tree. You see the wildflowers that Alexi was talking about, a patterning of like white, orange, red, almost a purplish. It oddly enough, it kind of reminds you a little bit of sunrise and sunset at the in the Feywild, like with the oranges and blues and purples, because the oranges are a little brighter than what you see here. The blues are more of like uh, almost like a midnight blue and a cyan combine. The reds are so deep in their redness that they almost emit a glow. Um, then you begin your circles out from there, looking around. And after about 5 minutes of flying, you see the edge of a river. And down towards the edge of the river, you see a couple torchlights. And as you get closer, it looks like people are combing the area next to the river. With your eyesight, you can see what looks to be a decapitated body
Oh, fun.
amidst quite a bit of blood. And it
Um,
looks as if people are searching the area around.
Searching the area, so like they didn't see the body, or so that
It
they found the body but are searching.
the latter. You do hear a few calls of Arabella, Arabella. Um, so this seems to be what Savid was talking about, that they had just found the body of Yan, and
Oh,
they are now trying to go around and find Arabella.
I landed the body.
Okay.
Has it been disturbed? Besides everybody finding it,
Um, roll a. You
is
can
it an
choose investigation.
investigation? Because I
Yeah,
can
you
do
can do it.
investigation.
Yeah. Yeah. So searching around, you're low enough to the ground that, like, for purposes of this, investigation works, because you're basically like at the level of the ground where you can see all the different movements. Um, it looked like there was a pretty large scuffle here. There's areas where tufts of grass are pulled out by the roots. There's a few broken branches. The body itself doesn't look like it died in this specific spot. Whether or not it was disturbed after death is hard to tell, but it looks like the act of the decapitation drug the body a few feet.
Right. I don't care about the body. So where's the last? I follow the body's footprints back to the last spot where I see two footprint paths, or if there are two footprint paths, a big one and a little one for a kid.
Um, so walking around the clearing, you start searching around, and then you hear a voice. Hey, what's that over there? Arabella, is that you? And you hear footsteps come running towards you in your direction. Um, right at the moment that you do see small footprints.
If you want to find Arabella, you're gonna stop right there, and do not contaminate this scene any further.
All right. There's kind of a quizzical, like, the fuck is going on? But they stop and they look and they're like, who are you?
Do they see me, first of all?
I would say they're holding up a torch so they can see a shape. They don't exactly.
I'm a friend of, what's his face? He got hurt. He got hurt, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I forgot his name. I'm not good with names.
That does track with who's hurt?
I don't know. We were back at your camp and it was a dude, and look, he sent me to go find the little kid because I have a toy for her, and if you walk any further, you're going to mess up her tracks.
I'm refreshing my roll 20 in case it kicks anybody out. Just heads up.
It just kicked you out.
Luvash sent you?
That rings a bell. I'm not good with names. But he told me to go find the little girl, and I've got a toy for her, and I got to give her the toy, and she's lost, and your friend is dead. So don't come closer.
Luvash is dead?
No, the other guy.
There is some big confuse going on at the moment. But they're just kind of like, oh, okay. Well, I mean, I can't leave you alone because I don't know who you are, but I'll give you space to do what you gotta do, I guess. Let me know if you need help, I think.
Okay, just don't come closer yet. Okay, bye. And then I turn back to the. I don't actually leave, so it's probably sort of confusing. But I turn back to the smaller footprints that I probably believe are the little girls, and then where did they stop immediately? Did they veer off somewhere?
So you can see the footprints coming through the woods along with one set of larger footprints. And they're coming in the direction where that oak tree was, that Alexi had pointed out to you. And then all of a sudden you see, it looks like the larger footprints step up in front of the smaller ones, and the smaller ones run to the base of a tree here, probably about 10-ish feet away. And this is right about where the scuffle starts. So it looks like there's some sort of fight. Next to the small footprints near the tree, they get noticeably deeper, as if she's like crouching down and staying in one spot. It caused her to sink in the mud a little bit. And then next to those, you notice there are some larger footprints that come back in, and then the smaller footprints disappear, and the larger ones take off towards another tree that's got a very large base and a lot of low-hanging branches, and then the footprints disappear.
You know how birds hop? So I don't walk. I hop as I discover this stuff. And I'm like hopping around and I'm looking, and I see that the underhanging tree limbs are hiding or could hide somebody. So I hop over and I look and I lift, or I either, are they heavy tree branches or are they just like overhanging like weeping willow tree branches?
They're pretty heavy.
So should I squeeze inside or should I try to lift up? Is it heavy, too heavy for me to lift up, or is it?
Got it. I would say they're pretty. Sorry, they're low. I don't think I explained it very well. It's it's a tree that has a very large, like wide base of a trunk, and generally trees that have like a large trunk, it's like what, like 10 plus feet before the lowest
Oh,
branches start.
got
On
it.
this one, the lowest branches started closer to the ground.
So instead, it looks like maybe climbing. So if I don't see
Mhm.
anything at the base of the tree, then I'm going to start flying up.
Okay. You fly up, and as you kind of take off, you notice what looks like some sort of mud along the branches here, where it looks as if someone like was stepping in either intentionally or just by the act of climbing the branches, the mud had scraped off. Um, and then you don't see any tracks after that.
Hmm.
It doesn't appear like there's anything in the tree either.
How far up is it?
The tree itself goes up. It's pretty tall. Uh,
Sorry, how far
40.
up is the mud?
Got it. The mud goes starting at the lowest branch and kind of fading with each consecutive branch. It probably disappears at about 7 to 8 feet off the ground.
And from what I understand or from what I hear is it's it's like the mud just is dried from the feet, or what did you say? It was like she got taken?
It looks like, so the larger footprints led away towards the tree, and it looks like the mud being scraped off as if someone was climbing the tree.
Oh, okay. I
But
thought you meant
all of
like
the mud.
scraped as in like somebody
Got it.
flew down from from somewhere and stole her. So I just keep flying up, seeing if she's up there. Uh
Okay.
Arabella, are you in this tree? I got a I got people down there worried about you.
You do not see or hear any response. You don't see any movement. You don't hear a response.
Mm. Why do little kids like chocolate? I don't know. Um, I guess I just continue seeing if I can look for the kid in the tree.
Okay. Um, Searching through the tree some more, you do find a small piece of what looks like a torn fabric that has kind of a. It's like just your normal burlappy color, but it does have some pink thread that looks like there was some sort of design stitched around a hem.
Got it. Does it just keep going up and up and up, or is this in a different area?
This is right around the same area where the mud itself begins to fade, so about 7 to 8 feet up.
Nothing else?
Nope.
All right. Um, I go back down to the people. Um, so that tree over there, and I gesture to said tree over there, has what looks like. Oh, I didn't grab it. There was some cloth and some mud, and it looked like she was climbing a tree. And I don't know if she's scared of me because she doesn't know me or something, but maybe you should check that tree.
Okay. Kind of like stomps over there, and there's like muttering under his breath, "Little tiny thing. I don't even know. Are you a child? Like, are you messing with me? I don't know what's going on." You just hear, "Hey, Arabella, get down here." Pause and wait. Arabella, are you aware it's your birthday? I'm sure your papa's got you some presents. No response. It's like, well, sounds like she's not in here. Thank you, mysterious shadow person, for your help.
Hmm. Well, that sucks, I say. And then I fly higher, and then I guess I just look around the tree some more.
Okay. Are you staying around this area, or are you going back to doing like your
Well,
kind of
since
look
I know
around?
this is the spot where she was,
Mhm.
at least for a little bit, I'll start flying circles around again.
Okay. You don't really find any other hint um, for another couple minutes, and then you see right as you're about to move and start your circles, you see there's probably about like 30 feet up this tree. Its branches kind of intertwine with another tree. Um, and at that point, you see it looks like one of the branches on the other tree has broken. And it's sitting at kind of like a weird angle. And in this broken part, there is another scrap of um, some sort of a fabric that looks like it was caught on the broken branch and ripped off. It doesn't take you long to like realize the broken branches might be um, like a pattern-ish thing, and you're able to follow. It takes you a couple minutes of like flying around and looking, but you're able to kind of pinpoint like where it looks like the tree was harmed recently. And you having been in trees a lot of the time, it's easier for you to spot. Um, and it almost looks as if whatever or whomever it was climbed up the branches of the trees, avoiding leaving tracks on the ground until the trees brought them to the road. And on the road itself, there's like a bunch of tracks, there's wagon tracks. So at that point, you fully lose the trail.
Well, that took a while. Is this the road that we came down on, or is this a different road?
This is the road you came down on. And as a matter of fact, right as you come up to it, you see one familiar figure walking towards you in robes. And next to her, there is a strangely shaped creature wearing a top hat and a jacket.
Rua! Badger Man! And the bird
Oh.
flies over to them both. Doesn't matter if he's a badger or not.
Big
And
ass frog.
it doesn't matter if he's a badger or not. He spent 75% of his time as a badger. Um, did you see a little girl pass you?
No, I saw an old lady. Why?
Did she pass you?
No, we passed her.
Where?
Uh, over by the graveyard place-ish? What? Wait, who is this little girl?
It's the girl that I was gonna give the toy to.
Did she run away from you because you're not a human?
No, she had already run away, and it looked like somebody killed the person who was going around with her and then keeping her safe. And then I followed her all the way from all the way over there into the forest, into the trees, and then right here is where I found you. And I lost her on the road.
Okay, so... And... Okay, continuing from there, are the footprints leading to this road?
Well, technically, that was tree cracks, and yes, it led to this road, and I don't know. I wanted to know if you saw her that way. So if we flew this way, oh, you ran. You can run. I can fly that way. If we see her, then we'll know that she's safe. But if we go that way, maybe the old lady has something to do with it.
Right. Why don't you go tell, I don't know where the hell Kane and Rothan are. Why don't you go tell them, and then me and Theb can go talk to the old lady, see if she's seen anything.
Well, what happens if the old lady is gone by then?
I don't think so. I think she's camped out. She had a campfire and everything.
Well, you know how easy it is to get rid of campfires. It could have been some sort of illusion. We lived in a house of illusions when we first met.
The frog just goes back to the old lady.
I'm going with the frog.
Okay, I'll go meet you when I tell them. Okay, bye. And then I like run
Thanks,
off,
Quay.
fly off again. My arms are gonna be so tired. My wings.
It's a workout. You got this. +1 endurance.
All right. So I go fly back to the main camp.
All right. Let's see. So we'll cut back to Kane and Rothan. Were you guys heading towards the person that has the ring?
Yep.
Mhm.
All right. You guys follow the directions that Luvash had given you to one of the small hovels at the base of the hill. The door is propped open. It's pretty plain, but you feel like warmth coming, like seeping out of the propped open door, and it kind of like gently flows over you, almost enticing you in from the cold outside.
So the door's open?
It's cracked open.
Oh.
It's like there's basically a small rock holding it about 2 to 3 inches open, as if like trying to say you're welcome to enter. I just didn't want to assume
I will go
that
up
you
and
guys are
knock on the
doing
door.
that. Okay. You do hear a call. Oh, why don't you just make your way inside?
Okay.
And then you guys enter into a small, cozy vestibule.
I was gonna say a
Vegetable.
vegetable?
Yeah, I realize. And it's
Big ass
definitely
vegetable.
several degrees warmer in here than the chill mists outside. The walls of this small chamber are decorated with hanging sketches and portraits of proud and wise looking elves with dark skin, tree-born spires carved of dark wood, and artistic depictions of constellations and celestial bodies. 2 curtains of dark brown fabric obscure the entrance to another chamber beyond this one. The curtains themselves are currently tied open, and beyond them lies a larger chamber, lit and heated by a fireplace at the north end. An old green rug sits facing the fire just beside an old wooden table flanked by several chairs. The left side wall of this comfortable room bears a dozen cubby holes bearing leather-bound books, a small wooden statue of elven figures, while the wall to the right bears a faded tapestry of a lush and beautiful forest beneath a noonday sun. There is a dusk elf with dusty lavender skin and white hair sitting upon the green rug, facing the fire. He seems to be meditating. As you guys step in, he turns to acknowledge your entry, and you see that along with what looks like old battle scars around his left eyebrow and left cheek, he is also sporting a black right eye and several cuts across his right cheek. His right hand and forearm are pale bluish white, and much of the skin is puffy and blistered. Well, welcome into my home. I can't say I've seen you around here before. Might you tell me who you are and what I can help you with today?
Burn the witch.
Hello, friend. Seems like you've gotten in a nasty fight recently.
No fights for me.
Well, my name's Kane. This is Rothon. We were sent here by Luvash, saying that you had a ring of some kind that you were inspecting and may need some help with.
Oh, yes, as a matter of fact. I am trying to figure out the purpose of this ring. I can't seem to identify what exactly it is, although, based on my studies thus far, it seems like it doesn't have any magic itself, which is it's just odd. I know a lot about stuff. I pride myself in being a learned man, and I just have no idea. Perhaps you do.
I'll take a look.
And he holds out a silver ring towards you guys. The ring itself is made of a hammered metal. Looks to be almost like a pewter of some kind. And upon its face, there is a symbol etched in, a connected series of lines, a triangle with a dot above each line, intersecting with a diamond with an X shape, akin to blades crossing a shield. Stop it! Sorry, not you guys.
I won't.
He was
There's
really
little-
aggressive from the fight.
Stop! Let me share this as this so you can see, because I'm not explaining it very well. Alright, I'm just gonna pop it somewhere in here. If I remember how to add a handout. There it is.
I don't see
I'll
it.
just put it in all players. Sorry, it
Oh.
took me a moment. I forgot how to do the handout part. Whoa, computer. Okay,
Oh, right.
you guys should get it as a handout.
That's interesting looking.
Yes, it is. He's studying your guys' faces to see if you give any sort of acknowledgement or any tell that shows him that you may know what it is or
Do I
have
find
any
this
inkling of it.
familiar?
Mm?
Personally, I have no idea what it is.
Yeah, same here.
Rothon,
Bum.
you would recognize the almost diamond, the one on the right-hand side of the lines, the diamond with the lines coming out of it, almost like a shield with crossed swords, as the symbol of the necromancy school of magic.
Mm.
Kane, what school of magic are you most?
Well, I'm not a learned magic user. I'm just natural. But
Yeah.
He's not a learned man.
no, I'm not a learned man. I'm natural, just naturally magical. I'm more religious than arcane knowledged.
Just roll an arcane check. We'll see.
Arcana. Oh, ooh, interesting. Yeah.
You do recognize this, the other one, as the symbol for the School of Evocation.
Hmm.
Just having seen it before in books while kind of trying to learn about other stuff within passing. You don't know anything else
slept through
about
those
it. You're just like,
classes.
oh yeah, yeah. You didn't really care. It wasn't the information you were specifically looking for. So
Yep.
Well, that is for necromancy.
And that one's
Mhm.
evocation.
yes, yes. I was
Oh.
able to tell. Seems just as much as you guys, but the rest I don't.
Do I believe him?
You roll an insight.
He sounds way too
Can
pompous.
I do that as well?
Sure.
Fuck! Natural one.
Yeah, you believe him.
Dude, sounds
I
Uh,
still think he sounds
Adam.
way too pompous.
Actually, you know what? Just for the fun of it, Rothan, he's
Huh?
he's telling you the truth. He figured that out. Kane, you're like, man, fuck this guy.
Okay.
He's straight.
Add something. He's too pompous.
What's his name? Gilderoy Lockharting it right now.
Jeez.
He don't know shit. But Rothan, he knows.
Mm.
It's just so weird that I can't figure out the rest of it. This little squiggly bit here, it's got to stand for something. But what? I don't have the books here to figure it out. And hmm. You know, if you are in the area, perhaps if you know the Baron, you could ask him to look at he has quite the extensive library, that may have the information that's needed. I just cannot go there, but perhaps you can.
I don't think we're on the Baron's good list.
Does he not like you or something?
Well, see, it's not so much me that he doesn't like as it is my outward appearance.
The elf part.
Or the battle scar part?
Yes, and probably yes.
Oh, he's a douche.
Let me
That
smack
makes
him!
sense.
A little bit of he tries to avoid anything that has any sort of previous ties to Strahd one way or another.
Oh, you knew Strahd?
Yep, knew him. Knew him at some point. Very, very messy, bloody history with that one. I try my best to stay out of sight, out of mind, if you will.
To go up against him? It's kind of looking him up and down with how fucked up he is.
I kind of look back towards the door looking for the wolves and the crows that follow us everywhere.
Well, yes. Would you like to hear the story of how I got these scars?
Oh, Jesus.
I couldn't help it.
Well, we're really trying to find this little girl, so maybe we'll do a rain check on that one.
Unless
Yes,
you got,
yes,
like,
of
a
course.
Unless you
short
think it's
version.
relevant.
I mean, all knowledge can be relevant at some point.
Yeah, that's what my
You have, like,
professors
a-
You
used to say.
yourself seem to not understand exactly what symbol of evocation means, but it came helpful to you, didn't it?
Yeah, just kind
Yeah,
of.
maybe like a shortened version, and then if we want to, we can come back and hear the whole thing.
Oh,
Of course, of course, of course. Well, even now, nearly 5 centuries past, the memories are as sharp and clear in my mind, like
Jesus.
shards of broken glass.
Rothon just rolls his eyes. Fuck.
This guy's way too into himself.
He's one of these elves. Son of a bitch.
I was a mere century old when my people lost their freedom, and when the tyranny of the von Zarevich clan rose like a shadow across the land.
Shadow.
It was not Strahd that shattered the peace, but his father, you see, King Berov von Zarevich II. In those days, our people dwelt in the beautiful land of Othrondil, the Forest of Twilight. A council of princes ruled us, led by Eravin Lowenheart, my uncle, and a master in the art of blade song. When King Barov's eyes fell upon our lands, he demanded our fealty. Can you believe it? Our tribute to the borders of old Zerovia. Yes. This once used to apparently be the kingdom his ancestors once ruled. Eravin, who practiced the style of the lion and bore the lion's sigil, was never one to bow, however, and refused. His act of defiance ignited the fires of war as it does. Barov's conquest was swift and brutal, his forces joined by Rahadin, my cousin, and I am ashamed to say a traitor to our people, laid waste to our kingdom. I was but a measly mage and a scribe in the very center of Erevin's court. I saw Rahadin shatter Erevin's blade and execute his family, marking the end of the royal line. Then my people were subjugated. Those that resisted were hunted like rabbits. Barov ruled over us with an iron fist. And when he died and his son Strahd came to power, we rose in rebellion, leading the charge for freedom. But as it is, Strahd was even more cunning and cruel than his sire. He quashed our revolt in a matter of days and slaughtered our people in a genocide that left less than 100 alive. He left us, the survivors, to the mercies of the Vistani, who took us into their caravans and led us to sanctuary in this valley. Strahd's hunger for conquest, however, was endless, and within a year, the last of his enemies had fallen, and he claimed this entire family for his own, naming it Barovia. Common name, if you ask me. But we found ourselves trapped and imprisoned in the heart of our conqueror's new empire. By then, however, me and the others here have already built a home and have chose to remain, hoping in our heart of hearts that the Vistani's kindness would keep us safe, and that when Strahd is gone, we can one day reclaim the land that was ours. So here I have remained ever since.
Great story.
Kept it short and sweet, just as
that's
you
real short.
asked.
8 pips on the ring, 8 schools of magic. That's probably what the pips are for.
Unfortunate.
Somehow they're all interconnected.
He's like looking at you like,
Sorry, I figured my thought process would be better spent looking at the ring and listening to your story.
well,
So-
I'm
Wow.
probably surprised that you had that knowledge tucked away in that little head of yours.
I learned some things in school.
If there's
Takes you a
any-
while, but I mean, yes, obviously there are 8 schools of magic.
Obviously.
Then does that mean they haven't mastered all of them yet? Maybe each one they master, quote unquote,
Maybe they're also connected
they-
differently too.
put in there.
So
And it's like a status symbol.
where'd this
for-
ring come from?
I believe they found it next to the body of poor Jan.
Maybe it's like a status symbol for a society. You get a
Like a
you
rank?
get it. Yeah, like a rank or something. Oh,
Maybe.
you mastered necromancy. Boom, here you go. This gets
Freaking, it's
imprinted.
probably a wizard thing.
It's put on your ring or
Stupid
whatever.
wizards. Either way, I don't know. Is there some kind of secret
see.
cult here in Barovia, or that has to do with the arcane?
You do know where you are, don't you? Of
Barovia.
course there's a secret cult. There's plenty of secret cults. Everybody and their brother wants to be part of a secret
Okay,
cult.
but is there a cult that has specifically to do with the arcane?
I mean, there's quite a few arcane cults around here. At least that's what I hear. I actually don't really get out much. I prefer keeping
Yeah,
in
that makes
here
sense.
to my books.
Can I take the ring?
You guys are welcome to take the ring as long as you keep very good care of it. And
I'll snatch it
he
out of his
very
hand.
pointedly, before you are able to do that, he pointedly hands it to Rothon.
Oh. Okay.
Holds on to it.
Just do keep it safe. And if you are able to figure it out, whether it's in a book, if you could give me the title of said book, or even if you would just care coming and sharing the information with me, I would very much appreciate it.
Yeah, we'll see. Have fun with your books. I'll walk out.
Have fun figuring out those thoughts in your head.
Yeah.
He goes
Have a
back and
good day. Rothon just awkwardly walks out.
you have a wonderful day, my kin.
He just keeps walking.
Just waiting outside for Rothon.
Just hands the ring to him.
Thanks. That's a
Suddenly a
douche.
bird skydives onto you.
He comes hustling out.
He's back.
I don't believe I got your names.
Didn't I give you your names when we first entered? Kane, Rothon. God, you have the memory of a
Yes,
goldfish.
but who is who?
I point at me.
You just
Kane,
spouted out some words.
Rothon.
Rothon, perfect. And he reaches into like his robes and pulls out a book and hands it towards Rothon. If you're so inclined, I would like to loan you this. Just please make sure that you return it.
What is it?
It's a book.
On the cover of the book, you see the words "The Art of the Blade Song."
Okay.
Hi there.
Thank you. I'll bring it back.
Or burn
My
it.
pleasure.
Thank you.
There.
Friendly fella.
He just looks towards you. He's like, "You might want to watch that hunger a little bit. It makes people sort of cranky, doesn't it?"
Mm-hmm.
If only
Yeah.
maybe you could try
I'll keep walking.
dreaming of your next meal.
Yeah, isn't it? People dream a lot here in Barovia, don't they?
Some do, some don't.
I have noticed. Let's go, Rothon. We got a little girl to find.
Thanks again.
Stop thanking him.
You're welcome.
Rothon just walks off.
What a nice guy.
Such a weird exchange.
A jackass.
All right. So we're going to jump over to the
I'll be
frogman.
back.
Hippity hip hop into the witch lady. I believe was
Yep.
All right. Well, you guys hippity hop your way to the clearing where you had seen the witch lady and a fire, and there is no sign of a fire ever having been here.
The hell? Excuse me, we would like some soup.
You get no response.
Any footprints around?
No footprints.
The hell?
As you
Deb.
look around, there is one cat paw print pushed right in the middle of where the campfire would have been, or was.
I'm gonna try to take a look at the area through my snake.
All right.
I don't know, weird illusion shit.
No. It's just the phrase. I want to do this through my snake. Just gets me every time because I have the mind of a 12-year-old. Yeah. Where are you sending it? What
Where's the
exactly
paw
is it?
print?
The paw print?
Mhm.
It is just a paw print. pushed in the dirt. And as your snake gets closer to it, it kind of is like pushing the dusty layer of dirt, like the very, very thin, fine layer of dirt, away from its body as it's like slithering through. And as it kind of circles around this, you'd think that the dust would have like went over the cat paw print, but it's almost as if the paw print was like spelled so nothing can cover it. It just stays visible.
Hey, Theb, you want to go or disconnect from my snake and bring it back? Theb, you want to go touch that paw print over there?
Weirdly uses the tongue. Just does the frog tongue from across the room.
Oh God!
So you're
Look at tongue your
bluffing.
way.
I just lick the paw print.
You lick the paw print and it tastes dirty and dusty.
Immediately
Um,
spit it out at Rua.
Hey!
But the paw print doesn't take any like visible change either. There's no lick a tongue mark.
It just tastes, but it's just like there was nothing there. It was just dust.
Yeah, just dirt.
Do I know of a spell that can make that mark specifically?
It kind of reads as like a prestidigitation. But stronger somehow.
Huh.
Yeah, we had 20 people today. It's stronger in the sense that you know when you cast prestidigitation, you still have to remain somewhat closer to it, but you also don't get the sense that there is anybody around you at all.
And it's just a single cat paw. There's no like trail towards the wherever it's facing.
Yep.
Huh.
It seems very pointed in its placement.
Frog, do you feel anyone nearby? Any magical trail or maybe something?
I'm afraid that you don't have enough to be properly stocked, though. That's what I'm scared of.
Frog? Feb?
Theb is no longer of this world.
Must have been
Theb's a
that dirt.
frog. He don't care.
1 hop for yes, 2 hops for no. Alright, well. I guess I'll just... Out of curiosity, she's just gonna poke the paw. If nothing happens, she's gonna walk back to where she found, or where Quaint found her.
Okay. Poking the paw, again, no visible change. It's there, it's earth. But your fingers do pass through it. So it's almost like it's a prestidigitation that's so low down to the ground, it looks like the earth itself is raised, but it is also still very much an illusion. Your fingers do go through it for like a fraction of a centimeter before they touch the dirt.
Wait a second. Hey, Theb! Can you dig here? With your...
Dig?
Yeah.
No, I can't talk. I'm a frog.
You just hop?
I don't know. There's a blender going in my background, so you are on your own.
Can you dig here?
Dig a tunnel, dig a tunnel.
That's the one thing you're good at. Frog brain too small. Alright, back to Quaint.
All right. Quaint, did you follow with them? Did you fly off? Did
No,
you hang out?
I flew off
That's right.
to find those two.
Okay. So you see a Rothon and an extra disgruntled Kane walking up the road. You basically meet up right after they finish their exchange with Casimir.
Rathman! Rathman!
Hmm?
Completely disregarding the fact that only probably hours before she was a screeching ball of feather at him. I know where the little girl is. I know where she might be. She's on the road that way.
Well, all right, let's go then.
Yeah, but there's a problem. They didn't pass by a little girl, Rua and the badger. They didn't pass by her. They passed by an old lady. So my thought is that the old lady took the little girl. We gotta go find her.
Which old lady?
Justice.
Let's go then.
I don't know what old lady.
Familiar
You can
old
ask
lady?
her when we get there.
Roland just starts walking the way that she mentioned. just
Okay.
starts going, looking for anything that looks more out of place than everywhere in here, because everything seems out of place.
We ourselves are out of place.
Yeah.
All right. It takes max just a couple minutes for you guys to walk in each other's direction and then finally meet right at basically where the base of the hill for this encampment and the road kind of intersect.
Oh, hey.
Hello.
Did you guys find the girl over there?
No, we found some douchebag.
We found an elf, an
Yeah.
older one.
Suspiciously look at Kane as if he wasn't an elf.
Not an elf.
Did not know.
I don't know, with that hair you might be.
Lift my hair. Rounded ears.
I don't know, with that hair you might half be.
What? Only elves are allowed to change their hair color? I mean, I'll cast precipitation, turn my hair pink. It's not like it's hard. I'll still put it back to normal.
White looks better.
His hair color doesn't.
Where's the old lady?
All
Right, the old lady. We went back to the place, but all we found was a paw print that won't disappear.
Well, why didn't you stay there so we could see it too?
Quint, can you take us to the tracks that you found and where they ended?
Sure. Quaint shows them to a tree.
It like ends going into a tree.
No, it ends going out of the tree onto the road.
Like she
Huh.
came out of a tree?
Yeah, she came out of a tree.
Or like down from a tree, maybe?
Yeah, she dropped down from the tree and continued on the road. And then I ran into these two, and they said that there was an old lady, and now the old lady's gone. So we gotta go find the old lady.
Okay, are there any other tracks on the road going, presumably the direction we would think they would be going?
Oh
Like,
yeah,
Is there anything
this is
strange?
a well-traveled road.
Great.
I guess we just head the direction the old lady went.
No, it's as if the old lady was never there. Very weird, actually.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
Yeah, and they moved from the spot where the old lady was. So we gotta go back to the old lady spot.
Yeah, that's what I meant.
Did you see the old lady moving along the road or anything with her? Like what? Let's go look where she was.
Alright. While we walk back to the place, she was camping. She had a little cat. She was just relaxing by a fire.
Oh, it's
By the
that
time
old
we
lady.
went there was no evidence of any sort of fire or, like, rest or merriment. It's as if she was never there. And I would have thought that was a trick of the light if it went for a paw print that for some reason
So you
can't
saw
disappear.
the old lady,
Yes.
but
She
you
offered
saw
me
her
soup.
and then you went there. So how'd you see her?
Oh, I saw her through my my friend.
Oh, Pinky.
Yes.
I think currently only Kane and now Theb are aware of your friend, if I remember correctly. I think Kane saw it around Death House. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Poked its head out for a little bit and then waved at Kane.
It has arms.
Question, where is it poking its head out?
Out of
Excuse
my
me.
sleeve.
Your friend?
Ah, yeah. Don't worry about it. Anyways, come on.
Hold on. No.
Don't worry about it. Let's go.
Okay,
More
you're gonna tell
pressing
me
matters. Let's go.
later. You're gonna tell me later, and he's pointing at Kate.
Why don't you just go ask your stupid elf friend? All right, he seems to know a whole lot of stuff.
You are really racist, Jesus.
Who is
No, I
this
have no problem
elf
with him being
friend?
an elf. I'm just saying. I don't remember his name.
Casimir.
Yeah, that guy. Douchebag.
Wait, why is he a bag of douche?
He's very much one of those.
He's all pompous and
He's
hoity-toity.
an older elf and seems very full of himself and pompous.
Ah,
Seems.
Yeah, it also could just be the way he talks.
100%
It
the way
kind
he
of
talks.
has that like upward inflection on a lot of things, that sort of deal. Yeah, kind of like that.
Like he should be in a fucking tea party.
Yeah.
Oh my
kinda.
gosh, you guys are
Oh.
like kids. Can we go?
I'm walking and talking.
We're following. We're going where the
Can we
camp
go
was.
faster?
You literally fly at the speed we walk. All right, little bird. Don't act like you're supersonic speed.
Supersonic.
Supersonic.
he was flying. Listen, the birds had a long day, flew everywhere.
Actually, no.
About
Wait,
to
never
be
mind.
like that little kid who's been running around everywhere and is gonna crash.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so were you guys heading to where the track slots were, correct?
The campsite.
Mhm.
I thought.
Campsite.
Operant. Yeah.
Pop ramp. Got it. Ruba, you guide them back. Theb, did you stay there to dig or did you go with Rua?
I don't know how many wild shapes I have left. I'm probably at the end of the time for this one, honestly.
It's been 2 hours.
Yeah.
From let's see, you
You
were
probably have about like 10.
a
10-ish
frog
minutes
back in the
left.
city.
Yeah, I was
Yeah.
disguised.
Yeah, sure.
I was
Oh
a very
no, that's
disguised
right.
frog.
You were a frog all the way back from the toy store, right?
Mhm.
On the way to the
it was to get to the party. I turned into a frog instead of something that could actually go fast like a horse.
Yeah. Right when Rua asks you to dig and turns around and walks away, it ends.
I guess I could use my sandals as a shovel. They're honestly probably
Alright.
more dirt than shoe at this point.
Do you only have one wild shape right now?
You can
I
use
think
your
so,
cutting
actually,
board
maybe.
to dig. You don't have to transform.
Is it 2 hours per shape, or is it only 2 hours
It's
per
half
day?
your level. It's half your level per wild shape cast. Or transformation.
I think I can turn into a giant badger now instead of a regular badger.
Ooh.
Not that really does anything for anybody. Yeah. We'll come back to this after I figure out what the hell I'm doing.
Well.
Yes, giant badger.
Okay.
How big's
And
a
then-
giant badger?
Did you stay behind to dig? Then?
Sure.
Okay. You dig, and are in the process of digging when your party members, adventuring
I can dig 3,600 feet an hour, so
Oh my god.
in case you need a
God.
tunnel somewhere, you let me know.
Fucking damn, that is a lot of
Okay.
digging.
Fuck it, we got a tunnel out of Strahd's territory.
Yeah.
Screw this fucking mist. We gone.
That's
Yeah.
That's it's only about not even a mile.
Miles a
Yeah.
lot.
That's per hour.
A mile an hour.
It's like half a mile.
Yeah.
And it's giant badger size, so people could walk behind it.
Apparently. I mean, badger's tiny. Giant just means it's like double in size.
Let's see. It is medium beast. It is the size of a person.
It's a big ass badger.
Yeah.
Big ass badger. It's only that big.
So yeah, human-sized tunnel. As far out as we need, I guess.
All right.
But she didn't
You-
necessarily say to stop at any point, so it'll be a very long tunnel.
And how are you gonna get out?
I'm a badger.
Okay.
Is it like an angled tunnel or are you digging straight down?
Yeah, well, I mean, I'm not crazy.
First rule of
I'm not
Minecraft.
crazy. Not gonna dig straight down. We'll do like one of those curly things where I like tag the center point several times and can poke through it to kind of like have it be straight down in a central point, but like the edges are just curling down spiral staircase style.
Why exactly are you digging?
I don't know. I was told to dig.
Oh, okay.
There was a blender going for a while here, so I didn't hear most of it.
Yes, it's
sounds
over
like Theb's head.
there. Oh dear. Speaking of Theb's head, I believe he's down there in that hole he's digging.
While you were digging, you did find probably about 2 feet below the surface of Earth a small box.
Is it like child-sized box?
It's like
Box.
Was it a coffin?
no, almost like a card box.
Walk over to the hole. Theb, find anything?
Are you still
He's a
alive?
badger. There's just badger noises. That's all you get.
Run since weeks.
Look back at the party. This is where it was. Where they were. There was an old lady with a cat. And the old lady had this weird basket bag looking thing made out of sticks.
A basket?
I think it was
For
the
like-
shape of
for
a
like
container.
fishing? Are we near water? The whole fishing comment earlier threw me off.
Sorry, no, that was me thinking I
worries.
was being funny.
No, I was just
It-
wondering if we were
you know,
actually
like-
near water.
Yeah, no water.
Okay. Oh, it doesn't make sense to have a fishing basket.
The basket is like for anybody who's watched Demon Slayer, it's like the basket Tanjiro carries Nezuko around in.
Oh, okay.
Oh crap, where's the old lady?
Was
Well,
it that
she was-
size?
Mhm.
So she put the little girl inside the basket.
Could have been. How old was the little girl again?
She's turning 10?
Yep, she
That's
just
about-
turns 10 today.
Then that basket was about the size of a little girl.
Was
I
this old lady
guess.
familiar? to Rua?
No, just looked like a weird old lady, but the old lady had this weird magic thing.
What?
I approached her with my friend, and for some reason she knew that it was me and not my friend.
How'd
She
she know it was
offered
you?
me soup, and I declined. What was that?
Maybe she was offering your friend soup.
No. No, I feel like she was offering it to me directly. It was weird.
You sure this wasn't the old lady from the windmill?
No, completely different. Same vibe, though. Poke my
There's
head
only
in the hole.
one paw print. Singular paw print.
Yeah, right there.
Does it look like a cat's print?
Yes.
Is it just like hovering off the ground now because there is no ground?
It seems to have disappeared.
Oh. Poke my head back in. Dad, what did you find? Go back here.
How long did it take you guys to get back to the badger?
Probably takes them just under 10 minutes to like walk over, chit chat with them, walk back.
What's a sixth of a mile? What's a sixth of 3,000 feet? Because that's how far down the hole is.
I cast thaumaturgy.
800 something feet.
And then I'm gonna make my voice boom 3 times as loud.
It's gonna echo, and Badger is not gonna be thrilled with that.
Too bad.
Neither are the birds in the surrounding trees, as there is a cacophonous caw that is let out as probably about 50 to 60 various crows and ravens fly out from the trees.
You know, that's one way to stop Strahd from looking at us.
I doubt those birds were affected.
Well, probably a good 30 seconds later, the very disappointed Badger that is upset comes out, stands on its hind legs, has a little box under one arm, and just like not thrilled.
And what's that? Pointing at the
Badger
box.
noises.
Walk over to the angry badger and then take the box.
Badger goes back to digging. I don't know what you want.
Okay, yeah, sure. Is the
It is a small card-shaped box. And on the top face of it is a small or a singular cat paw print.
can I check if it's trapped?
Roll
Hey, can
an
you guys-
investigation check.
Okay. And while I'm checking, can you guys check if this is trapped? I don't want it to explode in my hands.
It's kind of small for us to do, like, for all of us
my
to
God.
check. I think it's up to you. Isn't it, Rua?
You can't tell.
Uh,
You're not confident one way or the other.
A couple of feet.
You got
back,
this,
so
Rua.
Stands a few feet back.
here, Kane, want to
I
open
will
this?
advantage. Sure. Give
Okay,
it
and
to
I
the guy who's
take.
got his ass kicked by some scarecrows today already.
I didn't know that. Take 20 steps back.
I got stabbed by the
I'll
owl.
pop it open.
You what?
Sorry. Are you? Did you say you're popping it? Ow. Yeah, I'm okay. You're popping it open.
Yes.
Okay. Sorry, it got all quiet for a sec. Yeah, you pop it open, and inside is a folded piece of paper and a small coin, copper in color, that bears a cat's paw print on it.
The coin has the paw print on it?
Mhm.
And you said a piece of paper?
A folded up piece of paper.
I will open it up.
You open it up. It appears to not say anything. It just looks like a blank piece of paper.
Did it explode?
Yes.
And I approach.
Rua, do you see anything on this paper?
Do I?
Rotham will also approach.
You do.
Eh.
As you look at the paper, it looks blank initially, and then a swirling writing kind of shimmers into existence before shimmering away, creating lines of words that says, kindness is a grace not often given in these lands. Make sure you remember that, as not everything is as it seems. P.S. If you are hungry, use this token.
Huh.
What does that even mean?
I'm gonna reiterate the words back to the group. That is weird.
Do we know of someone who has a lot of cats and gives out food?
We know someone who gives out food.
No, not the pie lady.
And can Rothon kind of look around in the general vicinity to see if there's any sort of tracks leaving or going away from here?
You can roll an investigation check.
Let's see. Do-do-do-do. Where is? Okay, investigation. Oh, cool. This is technically a forest, right?
Yes.
Sweet.
Mind if I hold that coin?
Buffs on this.
Sure.
I will stash it in my pocket.
That should have another +2 on it because of Natural Explorer.
Okay.
Efficiency bonus is dumb.
Looking around, not only do you notice that there are no visible tracks, but you actually notice that there is strangely no visible tracks. With a cat paw print there should be cat tracks heading back and forth, or at least with what they're saying of an old lady here, there should be some form of something. There, other than the tracks that were just now placed, there aren't even tracks of Rua and Theb around this area. It was as if it had been scrubbed clean.
Hmm. That's really strange. There's
Hmm?
nothing.
Yeah, we
There's no
know.
tracks anywhere around here whatsoever.
Yeah, we know.
No, like Ruin Depths tracks are gone. There's just absolutely nothing in this area. Like it is too clean. It's creepy clean.
Wait, what? I step on the ground a little bit. Uh,
Did she make
what
a
about,
footprint?
yeah.
I mean, like your guys' previous tracks or anything like that. Like this place is just creepy clean of any sort of tracks whatsoever. There's
Huh.
nothing.
Yeah. It's as if the old woman and her cat just went poof. That being said, though, if she did go poof, she would have gotten poof. I feel like the little girl would not have been able to run away if the woman so wished her poofed away.
What did you just say?
Common is not my first language, okay? I feel like if the little girl went missing because of the old lady, the little girl would have been just gone, just like our footprints right there. If the little girl had footprints running off into the road, she must have went somewhere instead.
So, are you saying the little girl may have ran away?
I don't know.
What would make you think she ran away?
That is, she climbed the tree and then she went to the road, according to Quaint. Yes?
Well, what if she was running from this old lady and then the old lady caught her?
Towards the road?
Based off what we've seen, what I'm assuming is the little girl got, based off what Quaint said, little girl tried to or was witnessing this attack or murder or whatever you want to call it, was hiding, and then maybe ran away or something. maybe got caught or taken by someone.
And wait, didn't this happen like 4 days ago? How did we just see this little girl? Well, she's been missing for 4 days.
Oh, she's been missing for 4 days?
Yeah, I forgot that. I just remembered.
Oh, God. I thought she's just been missing now. Then I'm pretty sure it's not the old woman. I can't say that.
Yeah, we don't know how long the old woman was there for.
I mean, you just saw the old woman. You personally saw the old woman. Why would the old woman be, unless the little girl's been hiding for 4 days, which is a long time for a little girl to be hiding.
We've seen a lot of strange magic already. Maybe she was holding on to the little girl for 4 days.
Maybe. And now
Well, I'm going back to where... Go ahead.
The little girl... Are we thinking the little girl escaped? I don't know what to think anymore. I don't know where this old lady is. I don't know where this little girl is. There's no more tracks. She's been missing for 4 days.
Maybe... Who knows? Maybe the old lady knows something. At the very least.
We don't know where the old lady is.
Let's go back and talk to the people at the encampment and see if maybe they know or have heard of this old cat lady.
Okay.
And then if they don't, then maybe someone in town does. We still need to go figure out what this ring is so we can somehow talk to the Baron. Maybe he's heard of something.
Maybe we just drop the toy off and leave. I mean, why are we getting involved with this anyways?
We can't really drop the toy off if the girl's missing.
Can I keep the toy?
No. We said we'd drop the toy off. Give it to the father, and then let's go.
The one time everyone's in agreement.
Oh, I mean, do we have any other thing? Like, what else are we going to do besides... We already have done everything that's been asked of us, so like...
Yeah, well, let's go get some of our stuff done.
What of our stuff?
Getting out of this hellhole.
We're gonna get our nails done.
Oh, Jesus.
We can go get information.
That's fine. I don't mind doing it while we're figuring out other things. That's fine.
Yeah, that's what, like, we're trying
Not
to
what you
figure out a
said.
way to get out of here.
Yeah, but are these people supposed to be helping us get out of here?
They might have information in trade. Or more than likely, the
Doubt it, they're still here.
Something, but I still doubt it. Yeah, this is their land, though. I don't think they're going to abandon their land. Even though, realistically, I think they should.
Yeah, who the fuck wants to live here? Let's go. Go on, Nero, sorry.
Now, if we're looking for information, we might have a source tomorrow. Just think of your questions and try not to piss off my source.
Who's your source? What? You have a source?
I made a friend.
Ooh.
That's just... people! Let's go!
Where did this come from?
No.
Going back to the tent. Towards the area.
We ain't going nowhere.
Lothan's just gonna grab Rua by the arm. Get back here.
When you grab me by the arm, you feel a small prick on your hand.
Snake
bites. That's fine. Just stands there and takes it. Fuck it. You have a friend we don't know there and
took a bird. So.
Yeah, I got stabbed by the bird. I don't give a shit.
Oh, that's true.
You suddenly have a friend, and now you have another friend.
A source? A source of what?
Source?
You know, what else are sources?
No.
You can't just say that when we're in this crazy ass hellhole of a place that we cannot leave. A source of what?
First of all, who is your first friend? Who is this first friend that you were talking about?
It's just a snake thing.
You look down and the snake is embedded to your hand. It's not poisonous, you're just getting poked.
The fuck is this thing?
My friend.
Have you never heard of a familiar before?
No.
Really?
Look, no, I don't deal with that magic stuff, alright? The other people in my tribe do. I don't.
I'm familiar with a lot of things.
I don't know what I don't deal with familiars.
You are.
I don't really know what they are. So that's why I'm wondering what the hell this is.
Typically, familiar is a fey spirit from the fey realm that is brought into this world to aid a magic user.
Okay, good. That's all I need.
I'm very limited in my teachings of magic. This is one thing I know about. Even though I don't have one.
Great. That's all you had to say. And say you could have just said you have a familiar with you. That would have been great.
Yeah, but what kind of
Kane's
familiar is
just
this?
always wanted a familiar.
It's the one magic that's always escaped me.
Can you not have one?
I just want a friend.
Can
Oh,
you not
maybe
have
that
one?
elf knows how to summon a
You
familiar.
know what, Rua? You're just deflecting.
Okay. Now, who is this other source?
It's a
What is-
friend.
No,
friend
no.
who?
Who?
From where?
Friend?
Quaint,
Oh, an unfriend.
do you know who her friend is?
An unfriend?
I know she still has the book.
What book?
He runs.
No! He's just holding on to
She.
it.
I have nothing. Just stop her.
He's trying with the best he can. I got no fucking strength.
Okay, so is it athletics?
Grapple check?
Is it athletics or acrobatics?
Or escaping?
What
Either one.
exactly?
Rohan is literally trying to keep her there because she's running. He's sick of
And-
it.
Rosan's trying to grapple
I'm-
Rua.
Yes.
I'm sitting there laughing my head off.
He let it slip that I have the book still, and I'm trying to book it. Pun not intended.
Bullshit, it's not a 10.
Um,
I don't believe that.
let's see. I'd say for this, what sort of a state of mind are you in? Are you more fight or flight, or are you like really thinking about it?
Fight or flight.
Or I'd say probably athletics over acrobatics in that case.
And
Okay.
I'm gonna get ready to trip her if she succeeds.
Oh god damn
Alright.
it.
What do I have to roll?
Strength.
A strength
Ooh.
check? I don't know.
Straight strength? Because that's
If you're holding
disadvantageous
on
for
to
that.
me, I feel like that's a strength.
I mean, it's essentially a grapple check, right?
Yeah.
Switch into fight music.
Dun 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 dun. Sorry, strength athletics.
Strength or athletics?
Oh, athletics.
Athletics.
It's just
okay,
a strength-based
specifically.
check.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nope.
Elven battle music.
Yoink!
Shit.
Now, how do I trip her?
How do I counter that trend?
I would say sleight of foot
Sleight of
versus
foot.
acrobatics.
Light of foot.
Acro-
you-
oh
you-
my
you
god!
doing
Yeah,
shit.
you ain't gonna
What
beat a
the
rogue in a
heck?
skill check.
Yeah.
No!
Good fucking luck.
Oh my god!
And being faster than Rura, I'm just gonna keep up with her so she can't run away.
Well, no, she
I'm-
literally tripped.
Yeah, I know. I'm just
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
running.
I'm on my face right now.
I'll just slide out in front of her I'll
hold on.
sandwich her between me and Queen.
Rua, roll. Yes, roll a
Faceplant check.
Constitution.
No,
I break my
we're
neck.
just gonna. No, I'm trying to think of what would be the best roll to see if this happens.
Oh man.
Charisma check, just a straight charisma.
Okay.
Just save face, figuratively and literally.
Ooh.
You do definitely eat shit. And as you do so, like your robes go flying, but you are able to pin the book under your arm so it does not go flying out of your robes.
I'm hugging that shit down.
All right, Rura, what's going on here?
I sit on Rua's
You weigh
back.
like 5 pounds.
It doesn't matter. I sit on her and I'm cackling. I said back, not face.
I think she's face planted completely.
I am faceplant.
Is this book of yours your source? I don't know why you're
No.
hiding it from us. We're just trying to figure out what's going on.
As we threw it away and it came back to her, and I saw her and it came back to her, and somehow it survived the house.
Was
Everything else died in the house, but the book didn't die, so the book is something special. And
refresh
I was
refresh
totally going to keep the
both
secret, but I totally
Kane's and
didn't.
myself memory. Is this book bad?
No, this
Very.
book showed Rua how she was going to die.
Wait,
And
We tried to
took
destroy
from
Wait.
it
her.
collectively.
Wait,
Wait,
the
do
badger
you know
pops
that?
out of the hole.
I thought
there.
all that we knew was that she was oddly very obsessive with this book.
I'm pretty sure I
hold
don't
on.
remember how
hold
much
on.
I got,
Let me
but
look.
I know that I rolled enough to know something was up with it. But
I
I also
think-
rolled enough to know that she still had the book.
I know
took
for
no
sure
notes
I didn't
in
tell
that
anyone
house.
that the book showed my death, but you noticed that I was extremely jumpy from everything dark, and you
Yeah.
know that I read the book.
Yeah.
We collectively
So
agreed that the book was bad and had to be destroyed, and
Okay.
we attempted to steal it and destroy it a couple of
Okay.
times.
She became. I remember you were oddly obsessive with the book, and we were all questioning it. I even have it written down that you tried to shoot me with a fucking spell, and then Kane threw the book into the fire, and it didn't
Oh.
burn. And
yes.
then Theb took the book downstairs, got rid of it. We don't know how. And oh my god, stop fucking texting me, Jesus. And then
Now she has the book.
the book. We know that the book had a story of her life in a third-person form. That's all we know.
So me being a super intelligent bird, I saw her have the book when we were was it when we were sleeping that night or when we were going to sleep
In the tower.
It was
in the tower?
Hmm.
she was keeping watch.
Yeah, and I'm just putting two and two
Bless you.
together about dying or not dying.
So we collectively agree this
But-
book is bad. Yet, Rua, you
Yeah.
still have this book.
Mm-hmm.
Why?
Okay.
Queen, can you let her up so she can talk to us?
She can move her head. It's not. She's got a head that swivels. Okay.
Does she?
I don't wanna.
I don't wanna.
All right, talk to us, Rua. We're all that we have here so far. Okay, we've been through literal hell. When I consider that house was hell. Together. What is with this book?
It's special. It's a gift from my friend.
How do you know it's a gift from your friend and not planted or some
No,
kind of
not a
evil
gift
spirit?
from my friend. It's a gift for my friend.
For your friend. Who?
My friend.
Snake?
Sure.
Nope.
Where does your is it a friend here in this
Or-
land
or
or
outside.
somewhere else?
Could be. Never know.
Why
We're
are you
kinda
being so
jumpy.
evasive?
I'm not being evasive.
Could be. You never know. That's the
Yeah.
definition of evasive.
I'm not being evasive. That's just what they are.
Ooh.
My friend.
They could be your friend. That's what they are.
Well, she maybe is. They, her, she. I don't know.
What's with the vaguity? Vagueness?
Vagueness.
Is that your patron, dude? Is that the one that gives you your powers?
What?
Oh, I'm.
She's a
Do
warlock,
I
right?
know
You're
Rua's a warlock?
right? Yeah, she's
do.
cast
I
Eldritch
assume-
Blast a bajillion
So what? Sorcerers can
times.
cast that too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ah, well.
I mean, being familiar with warlocks, would I recognize Rua as a warlock?
I'd say probably yeah.
So, without going too deep into it, Ryan, you can keep your. I understand the pact and what it does to you. Is it for that friend?
Yes.
Okay. Cool. They want so. Is your pact is that your source as well?
He's thinking about it a little bit.
I don't need
And
details.
goes-
I just want to know if we're expecting someone else. If that's your source, that's fine. We can end it here.
Maybe. I can't tell.
Okay, fair enough. It's a
Can
really
you get
shitty
off
book, though.
me
That's
now,
kind of worried.
Queen?
How many cats were there?
One?
2.
There's 2 cats with the old lady.
2 cats and
A
an
calico and an orange tabby.
Ah,
2 cats and an old lady.
Okay.
The bird hops off and then goes, "You were really, really easy to trip."
you're really good at tripping with
I
your thin
think you
legs.
underestimate yourself there a little bit, Quaint. All right. So why did we just have that whole chase scene? Why did we chase? Why did you
'Cause
run?
She got scared, and we haven't found the old lady yet.
Yeah, but my
This place is
having
pretty
goldfish
much a
brain
dead
right now.
end. Yeah.
Yeah, so we were heading back to talk to Luna Fish.
Fish.
Who?
Luvash.
Luna fish?
Yeah, Luna Fish.
I heard Luna Fish too. I was
I
like,
said
"Hold on,
Luna
what?"
Fish. Yeah.
Where?
I heard the exact
Luva-
same thing. I was like, what?
Luvash.
What the hell's the Vash?
He's the father of Arabella.
Ah.
Yang, this guy Yang, the headless man, potentially captured her or kidnapped her. Now he's dead. Could just been a
Wait.
middleman.
Headless?
I thought he was her friend.
So, long story
No.
short, the dad of the little girl had to leave to go do something. Her cousin was supposed to watch her. He went and got basically drunk via this guy.
Bottle of wine that Yang gave him.
Bottle of wine that Yang gave him and drank with
Supposedly.
him. Supposedly. And then,
Now Yang's headless.
Hold on. Who's Yin?
well, we're getting to that.
Someone
Okay.
part of the encampment.
Okay.
And then this guy, I guess,
Was found headless.
Yeah, they went to search for Arabella. They found his body headless in a clearing, basically.
So he may have just been used
Yeah.
to kidnap her, just like how he gave Lexi wine to stop watching over Arabella. So for some reason, someone wants Arabella. What is so
And-
special about Arabella?
Other than the
What-
fact that she's Madame Ava's related to Madame Ava, I don't know.
What's that make?
What
who's-
color
what makes that
is
special?
Arabella's hair?
That's what I've been wondering this whole time, and I was going to go ask Luvesh that when we get.
What color was Avesh's hair?
I don't know. I didn't ask.
Black.
Oh,
You-
but her
you saw him.
her
We
mother
didn't ask
passed
about why.
away during 2 weeks after childbirth. It was a tough birth.
Let's go ask him more stuff about Arabella then. And the old lady.
Yes. No more running, Rua.
She's very salty for eating shit on the ground.
All right. You guys head back. Well, some of you head back towards the tent on the
God damn
Vistani
it, Ben.
encampment. Some of you are going there for your first time. Ascend the hill and enter into the encampment, or the not encampment, the tent. It seems that most of the people who were in here have since went on their way. You do not see Alexi in here. Luvash is sitting upon a cot of sorts with Savid tending to the wound on his leg. The bandages are off and his leg is pretty fucking tore up. But it looks like they got the bleeding to stop, and Savid is in the process of stitching the wound closed. There is an elderly lady in the corner who looks to be making some sort of like medicated bandages. And then other than that, there is one young adult woman who's just kind of sweeping the floor up.
I lean over to Rua. Was it her? Point out the old lady.
Is it?
No.
Okay.
Okay.
Nope.
So you said it's Luvash there? No.
Luvash is there, having his
Okay.
wounds on his leg tended to.
Okay, he's the one that wants. Hey, Luvash, we had a few questions for you.
Yeah. And anything you need.
So,
If you don't mind if Savid just continues on.
Yeah, do your thing.
Okay.
Wow, you look like shit.
Jesus.
Sorry, that came out wrong.
Look like you ate shit.
Absolutely did.
damn.
Bird in the background just guffawing.
Yeah, this is the friend we told you about.
Pleased to make your acquaintance.
Doubly.
So, random question.
Random.
What color is Arabella's hair?
Black. Why?
Okay.
Oh,
rules that
okay.
out. Do you guys know of an old lady that has two cats, right?
And has a weird affinity for soup.
Yeah, she's lady, two cats, was out in the woods a little while ago, so had a campfire and soup, and
He is looking at you like you are fucking crazy.
What else was there?
And he's like, an old woman with cats and soup.
There was something else she had.
A giant wicker basket about the size of about right here. And I make a hand movement.
And then you hear a laugh coming from the older woman in the corner. Oh, you guys ran across Katzenhexen.
Ooh.
Okay, Broomhilda.
Katzenhexen. She said to, just be a force that wanders through the lands of Barovia, just taking care of the weary travelers on the road. It's a tale my pa used to tell me back when I was a little girl.
Would she steal little girls?
No, nothing like that.
Okay, so not necessarily something malicious.
No,
And who
she
freaking knows?
has an affinity for cats. There are always cats around. Her sigil is that of a singular cat paw print that you can find, and it is said that should she find someone who is either in need of a warm, whether it's a warmth in the belly from food or warmth in the heart, then he will appear.
Just kind of looks over at Rua.
Don't.
What are you, hungry, Ruin, or something?
Sure.
Do we need to get you some food?
Later.
Okay.
Anyway, so I tracked the little girl to the road, and then I lost her because there's too many tracks on the road. But I didn't see her coming back up the road, and they didn't see her passing by this way. But I don't know how long ago it has been. So
you told us everything about what you saw, right?
yeah, I told you guys, and now I
Okay.
tell them.
So in this case, it looks like someone took her while she was hiding.
No, it looks like someone took her probably while she was on the road, not while she was hiding.
I thought while she was hiding because you said that that when she was there, she then like leaped into the tree, right? And
Yeah, then she
there was
climbed
some
across the
broken
trees to get to the
branches.
road.
Well, we don't know who that was.
So to
Right.
specify, there were the tracks where it looks like she was standing in the mud at the base of a tree when Yan scuffle went on. They took a couple steps away, and then there were larger tracks that came, and there was a smaller scuffle over by where Arabella was.
That's what I
then
thought
it
I
was the
heard.
larger tracks that walked away. There were no smaller tracks on the ground.
So
Oh.
and
he's
it was
got
the larger
that's-
tracks that went
that's-
up the branches.
That's what I thought I heard. I was like, am I
Yeah, that
fucking
one.
nuts?
Oh,
So
okay.
it sounds like someone
Someone took her.
found her while she was hiding and took her and then went into the trees to cover their tracks, or potentially, and then the broken branches ended at the road.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Because they were using the road.
Yeah, no. Yeah, that's what I mean. Like that's where they got off, basically.
Mhm.
So,
All right.
yeah.
Well, did that ring give you guys any enlightenment? Were you able to figure that out?
What ring? I turned to them.
So far, we were able to figure out we're not entirely sure where it comes from, but we know that the symbols on it are for necromancy, or the school of necromancy, and the other one was for what was it, King?
Evocation.
Evocation. And we're thinking maybe the other dots on it are for the other schools of magic, but we're not entirely sure what it means yet.
I
Can-
am but a simple man. Necromancy, we've got plenty of horror stories around here of taking control of the dead. I can understand that. Evocation? What's the other one? What does that mean?
Evocation.
It's a different
Yeah.
school of a different type of magic.
Hmm.
Can I see that ring?
What kind of magic is that?
Destruction, typically.
That's comforting.
Yes.
Oop.
You are able to tell the similar thing. It is evocation and necromancy. You see the things. Let me just double check something because I don't know.
Abjuration, conjuration, divination. Necromancy, and I forgot the others.
Illusion, abjuration, enchantment, evocation, necromancy. Did I say illusion, enchantment?
Stuff.
Abjuration, conjuration, enchantment,
Conjuration,
necromancy, illusion, divination, evocation,
That's
illusion. How many are there though?
8. 9 if you include the Critical Role universe.
Abjuration, conjuration, divination. That's only 7. What's the 8th?
Evocation, necromancy, illusion, abjuration, enchantment, conjuration,
All right,
divination.
gotcha, guys.
What was that?
Give you a link just to help.
Would you? Transmutation!
Transmutation.
Okay.
Yep.
Oh.
Yeah, don't become Edward Elric.
I don't. Okay. I don't think so. All right. Yeah, you recognize the symbols, the same as they do, but that's about it. Something tickles you that it's somewhat familiar, but you can't place your finger on what it is.
Yes, I just remembered. I can't read. Anyway, I don't
You
think I can
can't
help with that.
read? Is that what you just said?
Yes, quite.
Well, Casimir said something about that how the Baron has a really impressive library. Lots of books to study and something or other. I know he's been trying to get in there, but he can't. Maybe you guys can. See if the Baron will let you in, or hell, I don't care. It's my little girl. If break in if you have to. I just gotta find her.
Okay. Take a deep breath, and I'm gonna pull Rolthon over and Kane over to the side a little bit.
Yes.
I think I can get us into the Baron's manor.
Oh.
Just
Is he
Just-
your friend too?
no, God, no.
You guys have the same source?
Probably not. Probably yes.
I expected instant denial.
Well, okay.
It would have to be tomorrow, though. More or afternoon
That's
sharp.
fine. I need to sleep anyways.
Yeah, it's getting
I
late,
am
isn't it?
Still
Ish.
bleeding. None of our healers have decided to help me.
Oh, you're bleeding?
Badger, I resent that.
Ruvash speaks up and he's like, Did you not ask Casimir for a healing potion?
Rolthon will just reach
Forgot
over
about
and
that.
cast Cure Wounds. Bong. There you go.
Dang.
What happened?
Uh,
I thought I hit the floor.
When
Scarecrows.
the bodies hit the floor.
You fought a scarecrow?
Multiples.
It's unmoving.
These ones weren't.
Sure.
There you
They're
go.
literally here in Barovia. And you're going to
10
doubt
points.
me? And there we go. Back to full.
10
Eh.
points.
That's pretty good heal.
That's the max I can do.
Oh, no, that's good.
Hey,
I'm back to full. I feel
You have-
You
way
needed
better.
10 points?
That's almost half my life. All right? Give me a break.
Okay, never mind. Never mind. That's fair. I'm sitting over here 23 out of 38.
Yeah.
I'm like, you needed more? I forgot. You're a squishy boy.
I'm a squishy frontline person. All right? Give me a break.
if y'all need a place to stay, you are welcome to stay here. He kind of looks around. He's like, I think we got some straw that you can lay in if you want to.
How long is it back to the camp? Out to the inn?
Oh, are you all staying at the Blue Water Inn?
No, I was asking
No.
that to you, Shauna.
Oh, got it. Got it. It's not that long. Maybe 20-30 minute walk.
Oh, that
Okay.
sounds bad.
No offense, but we're staying at the inn, and I think a bed would be a little bit better than the hay.
Understood. All right.
Thank you for the
Um,
offer.
Yeah.
we
Now don't
Quaint
forget any.
produces a little toy though, and is like, "Do you want to keep this?" The old lady said that we had to give it to you by the end of today, so I don't really want to make her mad at me or anything.
Tell you what, I'll let her know that you guys came. But if you wouldn't mind holding on to it, either Arabella would get a kick out of getting a gift from. She calls her granny, from an owl.
Not
But
now.
also,
she is an owl.
Yeah, don't listen to her.
also, if we don't find her, it might be too painful to have that around as a reminder. But why don't you hold on to it until you get to meet Arabella? Let's do that. But I will let Auntie know that you guys made it here on time.
Cool.
Okay.
The toy is stuffed right back in as fast as possible into her bag.
He just gives kind of like a knowing, fatherly smile of like, yeah, you can hold on to it for a little bit, but it ain't yours.
You sure about that? It's okay. She's already lost one of her favorite toys today.
Poor Quaint.
Don't poor quaint her.
It's like taking toys from an owl.
Wayne's gonna get to
Aw.
the Baron's house and find like a entire menagerie of Irina dolls and be in heaven. Okay.
That's kind of creepy.
That is very
That's kinda
creepy.
Yeah.
It's like the
Are we
freaking
sure
Zodiac killer.
Are we sure she's not Strahd?
No,
This,
you
Strahd
can
is-
never be
act-
sure.
this
He
is
doesn't
actually
take
how
bat
he.
form, he takes owl
Thi-
form.
This is actually just how he does it. He's like, yeah, I'm not actually the big bad of the campaign. I'm a part of the adventuring party.
I am the
I
little bad of the campaign.
Yeah.
am the
Yeah.
owl. I was with you all along.
Purposefully picks like the most opposite bird to a crow. Like it's just like they'll never suspect me.
Yep. Won't ever know.
Damn it, Jordan! They figured it out. Time to make a new character.
Nope, we gotta continue.
I
They
attack
don't know
Quinn.
everything.
True. There's so many secrets. He just kind of, all right. Well, just remember, if you guys are able to get us any sort of information that leads us to finding Arabella, bringing her home, there, I am happy to give you a reward. I'm not naive enough to think that people would just spend a bunch of time out of their day looking for someone else without getting anything in return.
Well, like if you, like our friend Rothan here said, we're not really doing anything else. So, it doesn't hurt to help, you know?
All right. Well, thank you. The little old lady kind of shuffles her way over with the medicated bandages. He's like, "Are these the ones that sting?" Yep. He's like, "All right. Well, if y'all wouldn't mind leaving the tent, I'd like to save face by, you know, not crying at the stinging medicine in front of strangers. I don't know why it's got to sting so much." It's basically like the equivalent of like pouring rubbing alcohol on.
Ooh. Giving him face. Walking away.
We leave back to the city.
All right, you guys exit just in time to hear a scream of "God, fucking damn it!"
As we head back out, tell you guys, I'll catch up with you guys. I'm going to stay here for a little bit.
Okay.
See if I can find any other leads.
What happened to you and doing the thing with the old hag ladies, the grandma ladies? You gonna just forget about that?
No,
Not.
not going to forget about it.
Okay.
I'm still going to go kill that hag.
Okay.
Should you really be saying that out loud?
I don't mind.
I'm a bird.
If she's not a hag, then I don't got nothing to worry about, right?
You need backup here, or are you
No,
gonna just
not here. No. I won't be long.
Okay.
Splitting the party.
Hell yeah.
No, I won't be long. I'll just hang out there for a little bit before I head back.
And then we heard of this poor guy who got attacked by scarecrows again.
Really, the big bad is the fucking elf.
Mm-hmm.
Kane's gonna go kill him before anything else happens.
Wait a
Kill that
second.
bastard.
Hold on. You guys got. Why did you get attacked by a scarecrow? Where? She just about faces when it just hits her.
Quinn can tell you about it.
What can I tell you about what?
Scarecrows.
Where did you get attacked by a scarecrow at?
Right here.
It was literally the spot where you walked off the road. As you guys walk past it, she points it out, and you see the hole where Theb dug.
Don't forget to pick up Theb on your way back.
And this is nowhere near where the
He's
little
miles
girl
away.
disappeared.
I mean,
Theb's
near
in
is
China.
relative. It's but it's pretty far.
Okay.
Yeah.
Theb, we're going back to the inn. Does he hear
Hey,
me?
I'll meet you there, guys. Bye.
There's just
Oh,
fucked up
okay.
Earth nearby that just keeps getting closer.
And we never saw Quaint again.
I'm gonna use thaumaturgy again and just yell into the hole and then walk out.
It's not even words, just ah!
I like it.
Rude ass.
Sorry, that's
All
what
right.
I imagined when you said you're just gonna yell.
It absolutely is what I'm gonna do.
That's
right.
amazing.
Seb, are you acknowledging the yell, or are you digging, or are you
No,
coming back up?
I was burrowing with the group, so there's just a fucked up like piece of land
God.
that is just nearby.
Oh!
That's just been
Yeah.
following them.
Yes. Underground. I am really being a pain in the ass for whoever has to do road work.
Did you
Yeah.
get out of there?
The tunnel stops for a second and then continues.
I feel like they themselves just do roadwork by, walking. I don't know if they have a group that does it.
All right. Well, you guys walk and or burrow back to the village, heading towards the inn. Get there just in time. You enter in, and Danica looks up and sees you guys. She's like, "Oh, well, we weren't quite sure if we were going to be seeing you tonight or not, but Erwin was very adamant that we made sure that we saved some food just for you.
For me?
Hopefully you're hungry."
Crane's like bouncing, like radiating energy of
Oh, yeah.
need the food.
We are, thank you. And thank you to Erwin as well.
Of course, of course. I think he has some new favorite patrons. One in particular. Let me get you. And she heads back, and a couple minutes later comes walking back out with a this time it's like a very large game pie. A savory game pie that has chunks of meat inside this really nice gravy. There's cut up root vegetables. It's alongside a green salad dressed in a sort of like a poppy seed vinaigrette. And then a loaf of fresh bread. And then she pulls
Ooh.
out, sets down two different bowls in front of Quaint. One has the kind of like trimmings that she really liked before, the like extra wolf pieces, and the other one is more of like a fish type bowl. It's got different fish guts, different like mussels, some sort of clams, some sort of like shellfish in there. And then takes a step back, but doesn't make to move yet. She seems to be watching Quaint to see what she does.
So we're sitting at a table, right? She doesn't just like hand it to me.
Yes. And
Okay.
she sets the plates down in front of you. Very clearly different sides in front of you, but equidistant from you.
Quaint doesn't seem to realize that this is some sort of like test to see what one she likes best, so she grabs one from one and one from the other and stuffs both in her mouth with a it's not like a groan of it like happiness, but it's like a
Is a very happy bird.
it doesn't seem like she cares either way if it's fish or meat.
You know what? The whole credence about the owl being Dracula might be a little bit more than we thought.
These people are like, oh my gosh, this is like the easiest thing ever. We just give her all the garbage. We're good.
Oh yeah. Oh, they love it. All right. So then she kind of like pulls back and then before heading back into the kitchen, turns around. Darlings, did any of you want any drinks or just water for the table tonight?
I think we'll take 2 ales, please.
Of course, of course. Can I get anyone else anything?
Water's fine. Thank you.
You have chocolate milk.
With
I believe
meat?
Erwin will set anything up for you that you desire.
Can I even have chocolate? Would I
Yeah.
die?
You're not a dog.
Yeah, but who knows? Okay, let's see. Let's see.
Can birds
Owl.
eat chocolate?
Well, so if you're admitting that you can't have chocolate, you are now admitting that you're an owl.
Birds should not eat chocolate because chocolate is toxic to birds.
Chocolate can be toxic to birds, but she's an owlet, so who knows? Maybe I should drink it and then
You're just super
we'll see what
lactose.
happens.
Just fuck
Takes-
around and find out. That's all that matters.
Right, the chocolate doesn't matter, but she finds out she's lactose intolerant.
Yep.
I'm actually slightly worried as to how chocolate would taste with raw fish guts and
Does
meat
Quaint
too.
care?
With the meat,
No,
it
doesn't.
actually pairs fairly nicely. It kind of works. The fish, not so much.
Oh God.
Well, have some more, Anthony.
have some more meat and chocolate milk,
Fish
Anthony.
and chocolate milk.
No, I give him the fish. All right. We will end there. John, do you want to do via voice, or would you rather just through the week text-based
It doesn't matter to me.
Your
Whatever's easier for you.
last bit? Okay, let's do the text-based part.
Okay.
All right, cool. And that is it for this week. Is everybody available October 3rd? Sorry,
Well,
November
seeing
3rd
as October
is what I
3rd is
mean.
behind us.
November 3rd.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yay.
Sweet. All right, we will meet back November 3rd, and then I guess Rua is going to take you guys to party at the mansion.
Yeah,
Oh,
party.
hell yeah.
Take a picture to the CLA. Oh God. I don't even know how to approach this, dude. Oh my God. You see, Rua was going to order the ale for someone else, but she's just gonna chug both of them.
At which point you remember the dinner part was for
2
tomorrow.
days.
Mhm.
Oh wait, it's tomorrow or was it 2 days
Panic.
from today?
That's a good question.
Oh God.
Back to the videos.
Mhm.
If it's tomorrow, she's gonna need more liquid courage.
Let's see. Oh, you're right. 2 nights. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So not
I have breathing room.
tonight, tomorrow, the night. Yeah.
Okay. I'll see you guys in November then.
Oh,
All right. Well, I'll see you on Friday.
Yeah, see you on Friday.
I won't
Bye.
see either of you on
Ghosties.
Friday, but I'll talk to you guys on Friday.